One thing I seriously don't like is how women will go to the internet. They'll go to Reddit. They'll be like, I have the most amazing, loving, wonderful man. We've been together for 12 years and he's just so amazing, except he won't wash his butt. He never cleans up. He throws his laundry on the floor at my feet and expects me to clean up after him. He financially, he keeps all of the money to himself. He doesn't give me access to the cars, and I have to beg and plead for him to give me tampons and pads, and like literally they will list out 37 ways in which the man is bad to justify leaving. But just as soon as a woman gets sick, a woman can get sick, of some kind of disease or something, break her arm or leg, be down because she's had a baby for her husband, but he will leave. Now, this woman, what she's gone through is much more serious than that, but sickness and in health does not go for both parties equally. Women are expected to stick and stay through sickness of her husband, but men, once his wife appliance malfunctions, he can bounce. This woman did post on Reddit, but the Reddit people snatched it down, and so she reposted it over on TikTok. She posted this and she added this caption: "My husband drained our mutual bank accounts because I had brain cancer." And so here she's asking, "What's going on? Talk to me, please." And this is her husband speaking right here, saying, "Listen, it's been hard. I can't handle watching you die. I feel alone. I feel trapped. I'm not sure where or what I'm going to do, but my mom, my therapist, and my buds all agree this is the best course. I've invested a lot during your treatment. I'm recouping what I put in plus extra for my future. I can still have one. I'm sorry that you're dying. I truly am, but I cannot be a part of it. I can't watch it anymore. This is the last time you'll hear from me. Please don't hate me. Just move peacefully. Be happy for me, that I can live for the both of us, that I can breathe for us both, that maybe one day I can love for us both. I'm going to see the places you wanted to see." So he's being caring because now he took all of their money so he can go live because she's about to conk out anyway. On her TikTok page, she shared a picture of her CT scan and the brain tumor. So she shared this, and like I said, they snatched it down off of Reddit. This was the caption under her TikTok video. She says, "I posted this on Reddit earlier, but was told to post on this app to share my story. My husband of 6 years up and vanished, drained our mutual account and sent me this when I asked what the hell was going on. Long story short, we met in high school. I supported him financially during his degree. I was there when his sister died. I get it though. My condition is foul. I've had multiple surgeries, treatments, etc. But I've always been faithful. I still cooked him dinners up until this happened. He's pretty convinced I'm dead to rights. I personally think I have a chance, or had, since now he took everything we had. I'm just sitting in our apartment, unsure where to go next. That money was there for future treatments. It was money that I helped accrue. To take it all, I just can't. Hashtag cancer." Here's where she had originally posted to Reddit. They snatched it down. Mercy Killer says, "A part of me prays that this isn't a real post, simply because of how terrible this is and how heartless that message is. Must feel like such a slap to the face. If this is real, first off, I want to give you an e-hug, followed by the advice to get a lawyer. Do not let him get away with this. Just because this is a joint account does not mean that this is all his money. It may be possible to recover parts of the money back." And then this person, Jelly or Julie Wee, says, "Unfortunately, this situation is not uncommon. Women are abandoned by their spouses after a terminal or serious diagnosis at a significantly higher rate than men. There was a study in 2009 of around 500 patients in 4 clinics in the U.S. with a number of serious medical conditions, including malignant brain tumors, other solid tumors, or multiple sclerosis. The rate of divorce or separation after diagnosis was 20.8% when the affected spouse was a woman, compared to 2.9% when the affected spouse was a man. Female gender was the strongest predictor of partner abandonment in all diagnostic groups studied. While not uncommon, the situation is still absolutely terrible, and I'm so sorry that you are going through this. Nothing you did made you deserve this. He is a supreme a-hole, and I hope you can write him an intensely scathing reply so he can't delude himself. And yes, this post to the world with his name on it, he deserves all the derision that he receives. I'm sorry, it says post this to the world with his name on it. Jessica Kerr says, mine left me after 13 years. He broke up with me over the phone while I was doing a 10-day stint in the hospital. I didn't have anything at the time. I had sold my car and never renewed my license, and he was supporting us until I finished my doctorate. I got sick and he left me on day 4. I came home to an empty apartment and had nothing. I had no car, no job, no money, no pets, and double rent and a phone bill to pay for, utilities to pay for, electric. He filed for a restraining order the day I got out because I dared to call him a few times a day from the hospital after I broke up with him, asking about how we're going to split everything. I was completely blindsided. I left a few messages. We spent over a third of our lives together. I deserved an effing conversation. He put the cats under the restraining order. We had 4, and 3 of them were unequivocally mine, but he had paid for all the vet bills and food because he was supporting me. He gave me like $20 a week to live on, so he got them, and I couldn't prove that they were mine. I only have pictures and videos of us together every day, and that's not enough for court, apparently. I haven't seen my bonded kitty in a year and a half. I rescued him when his mother abandoned him as a baby. Let's move on to Needle Punch Drunk. She says, I found out I had cancer when pregnant with my second. Then after having him in 1 round of surgeries, he left me. Then his brother died, and he asked me not to tell anyone we broke up because it would be too hard to talk about at his funeral. Then he said he wanted his family back, but I ended up having a resurgence of cancer that led me to getting a total hysterectomy and developing sepsis from PID and having to stay in the hospital. I had already moved out and paid our old apartment because I felt bad his brother died. LOL, what? And I needed him to have somewhere to live so he could have visitation with the kids and I could focus on my health and schedule surgeries. But he ended up just moving in with another girl and getting her pregnant instantly. So yeah, it's pretty common. And yet our trope is stand by your man. It's really just the ultimate deepest layer of patriarchal misogyny where it comes down to if we can't care for them, we don't have a function anymore, and it's truly earth-shattering. And she is absolutely right. Once your wife appliance malfunctions, you have to get rid of her. They treat women like we are disposable, and it is completely devastating. The OP did respond to that woman saying, I hope that this isn't real, saying, thanks for your sane reply. I've got like 10 messages calling me a lady of the night, telling me to die. Literally, the second photo is proof. My scans, reverse image search it. I don't know why people are so effing mean. I'm trying to gain clarity. Thank you for this. I'm looking to find a lawyer, and I really do hope that she finds a lawyer. So I wanted to end with this comment from this person, this man, Swarty210. He says, hey, OP, my wife is one of those people who survived brain cancer. She's stage 4 TNBC and has been fighting for 4 years now and has also been NED, no evidence of disease, for the past several follow-up scans. It's scary as hell every time we go for our follow-ups, but her illness and all the other unpleasant things that go along with it are the for worse part of exactly what I signed up for. We go through it all together, no question, no hesitation. Get an attorney. You deserve a partner, not a fair weather F-tard. I hope every woman in his life sees the things he said to you, then he will truly know what it feels like to be lonely. So we have a man that's stuck by his woman, despite the fact that it's shown, and many of the women in the comment section were talking about how they were left. So it's crazy that we have to applaud a man for doing what he's supposed to do, but that is where we are. Anyways, and this is Reddit. Obviously, this is Reddit. We don't know what's real or not real, but there are enough stories to just remind women to keep your ducks in a row. You never know. Keep separate bank accounts. Have a plan B, C, D, E, F, G, L, M, N, O, P, all of the plans. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, and share.